Hello again everyone, Age of June here, and we are back casting another League of Legends game. Again, it's mostly diamonds with a couple platinums. It's got one of the old favorites of mine to team up with, Twitch and Taric. Looks familiar to me, so something I was interested in as I used to engage in Twitch Taric bot lane a lot. So I really want to see how somebody else does with the same team composition, at least bot lane team composition. As of right now, it looks like they haven't done all that great. I know Caitlyn was annoying for us just because of her huge range, but once we got level 2 or 3, we started coming out way ahead because of the stun and just massive damage from Twitch. So we'll see if that ends up holding true for them as well. So for this game, we've got Inverted Composer as Yorick versus Cho'Gath top. I'm just going to move them both to the top here. We've got Master Yi, obviously AP, versus Diana mid. So I'll go ahead and put them here. Down bottom, as I said, Twitch and Taric versus Caitlyn and... Oh, that's a gank from the Nunu. Slowed down that Lulu. And she's trying to walk away. I believe she... Oh, the Taric actually got really low there. He did end up healing himself, and Nunu just got the first blood because Caitlyn was not actually able to take down that Taric. She tried using her Q. I believe he used Flash to get away from it, though. He did. So, yeah, he did end up surviving that. And the first blood did go to the blue team, the Nunu. So, very nice little gank there. So, let's see. Taric and Twitch. I'll move them there. And Lulu versus Taric. So we've got Anitrack playing Cho'Gath versus Inverted Composer. Hottie versus Arthalon. The Fatal 7 is the Caitlyn versus IIG or LL. I'm not sure which, actually. Gion, and then whatever that character is again. Can't tell if it's a capital L or a capital I or a lowercase L. It's kind of hard to tell with League sometimes. Taric is Ozone KGB versus Light Shader, and then the junglers. Oh, something interesting happening here. They both decided to come in for a gank at the same time. That's very unusual to see a Zed jungling. I don't think I've ever seen that before. But he is played by Dracinis, or Dracinis, I'm not sure. I would say Dracinis. And D-Mace is the blue team's jungler. So there we go. We have our nice little list of people. Let's go and watch this. If you notice, the my normal favorites are not actually in here, Odd One or any of them. I do know D-Mace, so at least there's somebody I know. But most of my normal favorites are not in the game because as of right now, there's the MLG game series going on, so a lot of them, like the Odd One and Voyboy and all of them, are actually at the MLG playing in their tournaments, so they're not going to be in solo queue. So hey, I didn't look for specific people this time. I went ahead and just looked for just anything that interested me, and in this case, the Twitch Taric was kind of it. So far, it's been a fairly slow game. There was another gank here mid, but Diana was able to escape with no problem. Yi's going to get a little damage on the tower. Diana's going to get a little damage on him, but he is Yi, so he could just go ahead and W and get back up to pretty high health. Twitch Taric are actually pressured pretty hard here. I'm actually kind of surprised. I don't remember Purple Oak and I having this much trouble, if you notice our earlier games, but at the same time, this is the higher level, and we could have just been against some of the lesser players, so we were able to do a whole lot better. No idea. Nunu just had to go back. He was a little low after the ganks in there. These two up here are just being very, very boring, actually. Just both just farming. That's usually what happens when you have a Yorick and, say, a Cho'Gath. Cho'Gath has ridiculous sustain, as does Yorick, so neither one of them really has a ton of burst. So all in all, you just get a little harassed, but mostly they just sustain themselves through it. Let me go back to manual. I do not like that directed camera. Directed camera's alright when I'm only half paying attention to the games, but when I want to control it myself, it's not really that great. Because I've had times where directed camera says, hey, you should look at this, and it goes over to, I don't know, Caitlyn attacking wolves or something. And I don't really care about Caitlyn attacking wolves, so I do tend to have it disabled. Just the other day, I was watching a game with one of my friends in it, but I was only halfway watching it, so didn't really worry about what was going on. I just let the game watch it for me and select the interesting bits. So Zed is actually coming back out. He's going to go ahead and give this blue buff to his mid lane, Diana, which is a really good idea because, honestly, she needs it a whole lot more than he does, as he is an energy-based champion. Nunu did not give blue buff to Yi, but Yi's actually pretty strong without it, so he might be fine without. He is low on mana, so he's probably going to have to go back soon. That would be my guess anyway. Yeah, he is going to go back. And there was a ping here saying, hey, Diana's coming back to lane. Probably acknowledging the fact that she's got that blue buff on as well. And Twitch Taric are actually just pushing this up. I have a feeling they're both going to go back from what just happened there. Normally you don't see a Twitch go off and cast his cask like that unless he has no intention of sticking around. But the Lulu came into this bush, so the Taric had to interrupt his B. He was not quite able to go back. He did get a stun off on her and a little bit of damage, which actually is pretty bad for her, as she does not have a heal herself. She does have a couple of wards, or a couple potions, however, so she's fine. But, oh, they're actually going to go back anyway, so it doesn't matter. But damage means a whole lot more when done to, say, a Lulu than it does when you have a Taric on your team. Because Taric can at least heal. He doesn't have a huge heal, but he's got a heal, which is a whole lot more than her. With Lulu, she's got the shield, so her entire purpose is preventative. If she can prevent the damage, then that's great. If she fails to prevent it, like a lot of times the people do not end up managing to prevent damage because it takes a really fast reaction time. Ooh, there's a gank. There's the slow coming from the Nunu, and Yi is now going in. She's taking a lot of damage here. I'm not sure if she's going to go down. They are going to turret dive her. She does use her barrier, however, so Yi does end up taking her down anyway, even with the barrier, and he goes ahead and uses his Q on the minions there to get out of the tower aggro. Very nice little play. And then he just uses his W to go back to pretty much to full health. So very nice play indeed. It's one thing that's really nasty about the Yi. He's got all those resets. Ooh, Nunu's coming down here for a gank. There was no wards, so he just caught them. But unfortunately for him, Twitch and Taric did not react at all. So that was pretty much a fail gank. They are going to have to be very careful. You notice these two are being super cautious at the moment. They don't know if Nunu's still there. Okay, there you go. Lulu did just check that bush, and now she put a pink ward here to clear out any wards from the blue team that get placed here. Mid lane, they are pushing pretty hard on this tower. They're probably wanting to take it fairly soon. Oh, wow. Did not see what happened. I think that was just a regular go in. Let's go a little farther back. Okay, so Cho'Gath was actually pretty low there. We know he came out ahead. Yorick went in pretty hard. He's tanking all of these minions. That's something you need to worry about when you do decide to go in. Oh, okay. And then Cho'Gath just ate him. So there we go. Like I was saying, that is something you want to worry about when you are going in on somebody. Don't go in when you are behind in minions. If there's a wave of minions coming that are yours, wait until they get there and then go in, because otherwise you're going to take a lot more damage from minions than your enemy is, which we just saw there. The Yorick took a lot more damage from minions than Cho'Gath did, and that is in large part what made up the difference there. They did just go in on this Nunu, but Yi actually went in on the Diana. He just escaped. Well, so far he escaped. He's still trying to get out of it. He's going to go ahead and W up to health. He did just get hit by the Zed there, so Zed knows he's there. But yeah, Zed really can't do anything to him because Yi does a lot more damage to Zed than Zed will do to him. So Yi actually did push him away, and Yi is going to escape with no problem at all. So that ended up being a 1-for-1 with a kill going to Zed for the purple team and Yi for the blue team. So definitely worth it for the blue team. They are now 4-1, and they've got no towers, but they are a little bit ahead in the gold now. So they've started to pick up a lead. We'll see if they end up carrying it through. Bot lane is still surprisingly passive. Twitch Taric have not really been nearly as impressive as I usually like to see. Taric did just flash over there, though, and now Twitch just flashed in. He's got his ulti going. He's trying to take down that Caitlyn, but she's actually dodging all of the ulti hits there. She does take him down. Actually, it goes to Lulu. And now Nunu's coming in. He did slow her down, so she's going to go down to Taric. And now Nunu just ulted there, but she did flash out of that, so she took no damage from that at all. So now Nunu and Taric are both on the run because Zed came in to help. She's going to go ahead and kill that ward. Pink ward's always nasty. Gets rid of the ability for the enemy to lane gank. And Diana's actually coming down, by the way. Didn't notice this. She's going to catch this Taric off guard. She did miss her Q on him, but it doesn't matter. She's still going in. Taric did stun her. He's trying to run away. She missed her Q again, so she is going to run away. Zed is still going in, trying to take down this Taric. Taric should have his stun up fairly soon. It is up in 3 seconds, so he's probably going to stun this guy under the tower. If he's smart. No, he didn't stun. Oh, he might not have had the mana, actually. But the Zed is actually going to be attacked by the Twitch. Twitch does take down that Zed. Zed, however, got a kill on Twitch, but now Yi is coming in on the Diana. Diana is probably going to go down to this Yi. Yi is really strong, but she does have a lot of shielding at the same time. But he's got his W to turn that around, so now he's going in on her. He does have his Q again, and down she goes. Very nice. So that was a little bit of back and forth there. Caitlyn's now coming in to try to get this Yi. Luckily for him, he chose not to back in this bush. He went back to lane instead. And now Nunu is going to give him his blue. So he's about to get a whole lot more dangerous. It's now 7-4. So the purple team, I believe, caught up a little. Actually, I think they actually ended up going even for all those engagements down there. I think they were 4-1 before. Yeah. So they ended up going even, which isn't too bad. Something you definitely want to do. Nunu actually just almost died there. Nunu had to run off. Went in for the gank, but was not quite able to do it because Yorick does a lot more damage to Nunu than Nunu does to Yorick, and Cho'Gath was not quite able to react in time. I believe he got minion blocked, actually. So, always unfortunate when your teammate gets minion blocked. Cho's actually still doing a little bit of damage there to the Yorick. And Yorick, yeah, they're just doing a little trading. So now Diana is going to get this blue from the Zed. And it's going to be 2 mids versus each other with blue. Twitch, Taric, and Lulu, Caitlyn still down here, just doing a little harass. There's a random stun from the Taric. Not the best of ideas then. This tower is pretty low, so a lot of times you want to save that for if they do choose to go into the tower, because they might end up deciding to take down this tower, actually. Taric stun is back up soon, though. Diana's actually going in on the Yi. There's the W from the Yi. Yi just says, whatever. I don't even care about you. He's back up to full health. She just decided to tower dive. He did use his Q on her, but she's still going in on him. She does get the shutdown on him. So she does take him down. Very nice. And Twitch Taric are actually going in on the double golems, but now the Caitlyn and Lulu are coming to coming to get them for that. They did just take down this turret, so there is the first turret kill of the game. Now Diana's going in on the Nunu. She does land her Q this time, and she does use her ulti. She lands her Q again, uses her ulti again, and down he goes. It's very nice by them. They're probably going to push this lane up, and they are rapidly closing the gap again. Up top, just a little trading still. Nothing interesting, all that interesting going on. The Taric did just land a stun on the Caitlyn. Caitlyn went ahead and ulted him, but Twitch was in the way. But now Diana came in to help, so Twitch is going to go down to that. Taric is pretty low, so if he sticks around, they're going to turret dive. He does use his ulti and his shatters, so he does end up taking down that Diana. But unfortunately, he was the only one that had nothing to do with it. Caitlyn just got a kill. So an assist for a kill for Taric without even an assist for the Twitch is really not that good of a thing, but the Yi did just get a kill on the Caitlyn there by just running through everything, dodging the traps there just by using his Q and just jumping to her. He does have a ward. They do have the ward there, though, so he's going to go in on the Lulu now. She's in a lot of trouble because he does have red buff. She's almost definitely going to die to this. He's probably got one more Q coming up soon. No, he's just going to kill her. Regular auto attacks, and now he's just going to Q the minions. Cho is counter jungling because he knows that Zed was bot recently, so he's going to go ahead and ward that up. Always a good idea if you are going to counter jungle these wraiths, make sure that the enemy is not going to come to them. But the rest of the blue team is actually going in on Dragon down here. There's no wards here, so the purple team doesn't know it, but they're about to know because in comes the Zed. Nunu does have the consume, though, and he's got the smite, so it makes for a really nasty jungle, but Diana's coming in now. Zed just went ahead and ultied that Nunu. Now Twitch is coming in. He does land his cask. He's going to take down that Zed. Diana's taking down Yi, and now Twitch versus Diana, but now in comes the Cho, pops up the Diana. Diana does take down Twitch, but Cho takes down Diana. So that ended up being a 3. They got the 3 kills for 2. Not the best team fight for the blue team at all. But purple team, it ended up great for them. They got a couple kills out of it. They got 3 kills, only 2 deaths, and they prevented the enemy team from getting the dragon. And in the meantime, Yorick was able to push down that tower, so that is more gold for them. They are now ahead in gold by well, 100 gold. But even still, that's great. Taric just got caught out of position there. He did end up walking over that trap just in time before it actually set. So he might actually get out of this. He did land a stun. He flashed away, but now he's slowed by that Lulu, so he is going to go down. Oh, nice! She ultied him, but he went ahead and stunned her after the ulti. So Lulu ended up getting the kill instead of her. Now the Nunu went in. He's got them slowed. Did use his ulti. So Caitlyn's actually getting really low here. Twitch came in. There's the slow again from Nunu. Now they're going in on Lulu. Caitlyn just died to the Nunu. Nunu's going to step on that trap. He does slow the Lulu, though, so she is walking pretty slow. But she is going to escape this because the blue team, I guess, knew that Zed came down. But unfortunately for them, they continued pushing. Zed did a little damage to Nunu there, so Nunu's going to have to fall back. And Twitch is going to fall back as well. He used his stealth, and he just took off. Yee's going to go ahead and try to push Diana off this tower. She just went in on him, and she actually did a lot of damage to him. Just look at that. He had to ulti to get out of that. She is actually pretty scary now. That double kill that she got a little while ago, yeah, she's 455. She's got 4 kills. That double kill really did a lot to her, and unfortunately for her, not quite enough, because everybody just went in on her, and Cho'Gath just ate her. Nom 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 nom. I love the sound that makes. Every time he kills somebody, he's nom 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 nom. Well, not every time he kills somebody, but every time he uses his ulti. It's a very amusing ulti. Taric is actually just walking around here. Has no idea Zed is here, but Zed just went ahead and went right over that wall. And now he's going in on the dragon. Taric did just ward it, so Zed knows that the blue team knows, so he's going to go ahead and fall back. He had a pink ward here, so he knew he was safe, but unfortunately for him, the Taric did end up putting that ward there, so that revealed it. But now the Lulu did just clear that ward, so she knows it's currently safe. Taric just placed another ward there. I think that one is hidden just right from the pink ward there, so I'm not sure. She might have just backed off because she knew the enemy team was coming. I'm really not sure which of those it is. But now the blue team is going in on this dragon. They're going to try to turn their little game around. They're actually back ahead in kills. There's the stun on the Zed so that Zed could not steal. Nunu just got the steal there. So now the blue team is having to run away, though, because 4 versus 3 is not good odds. Actually, no, that was 4 versus 4, wasn't it? Either way, purple team just ripped them to shreds. They did get the kill on Dragon, but unfortunately they just lost 3 people for it. So that's not really an even trade at all. Nunu's running away. Everybody else died. Poor everybody else. And the purple team's just going to go ahead and push this tower down. I don't think Nunu is going to be able to save it himself. So it's going to be a Dragon for 3 kills and a tower and maybe another. Now they're going to be up before they get to take down this tower. But all in all, that is definitely not the best of engagements for the blue team. And yeah, you can see in the gold there, they are back. The purple team is now back up to 2,000 ahead. But they did press a little too far, and now the rest of the purple team is up. Nunu did just use his ulti there. I'm not sure if it hit the Caitlyn or not. Caitlyn went down to the Yi. He's now used his reset to go ahead and go in on that Lulu. So now he's going to go down to that. I don't know what she did. I think she was just trying to give time for her allies to get out of that. That's the only thing I could think of that she would stick around there, which is actually a really good play on her part. It makes sure that the 2 allies that were running this way get away because the enemy is concentrating exclusively on her. Yi just did a little bit more damage to Zed, but Yi is not quite able to catch up to him. And Diana, Diana's going to go ahead and fall back here. Zed's going to fall back here. So they do escape that. That ended up being a 2-for-1. So like I said, sticking around down there was not the best idea. And now Twitch is actually pushing pretty hard down here. So he may end up taking down this tower. I'm not sure. Oh, they do end up getting this tower down. So that is definitely a start. They push down both of these towers. Yi's tanking them like crazy. But unfortunately for them, it is now 3 versus 3. And the 3 versus 4, and the purple team either way does a lot more burst damage with this Diana. Twitch is going to go ahead and take this tower though, so that is a little bit more global gold for the blue team, but the purple team's actually pinging this Baron. Cho'Gath is going in on this tower a little bit, but he's being very cautious because he just saw them coming this way. But blue team needs to get to this Baron as soon as possible, but I'm not really sure they're going to be able to stop it. Because there's too many dead already, and they don't have a ward here, so they have no idea what's going on. Purple team is probably going to get a free Baron out of this. Yeah, Blue team's not even close. So yeah, there is the free Baron for the purple team. Great move on their part. They knew that most of the blue team was dead or back because they were forced back. So they went ahead and got that dragon with no problem. And unfortunately for the blue team, they didn't have any wards. Definitely something to keep in mind. Try to keep wards around Baron. Starting, I'd say, usually the 20-minute mark is when it becomes super important. I've seen teams actually take Baron at 15, but it's really rare. A lot of times you won't see people doing Baron until, say, I don't know, the 25-minute mark. But 20-minute mark is when it really starts being somewhat more common. 15 is just rare. Still nice to have a ward there just to keep your top protected, but it's not quite as important as it is, say, at the 25-minute mark, 20-minute mark, either way. York is just pushing up here, trying to take down more towers. Blue team actually has very few towers left outside, but unfortunately for York, he actually stayed a little too long, did get hit by that Taric stun. He's trying to get out of this. He does not have the ability to slow this Yi, though. But Yi actually went ahead and just used his W to heal up. So the York does go down to the Cho'Gath, actually. Twitch got a couple shots on him with his ulti. But in the meantime, the purple team is actually pushing down here pretty hard, wanting to go on this tower. They've got their minions coming, so they're going to take it pretty soon. Yi's coming back to defend this, but I do not believe that the purple team is going to be, or the blue team is going to be able to get here in time to defend this tower. They're probably going to be able to defend this one, but now all of their outside turrets are gone. They've only got the turrets inside the base, which admittedly are a whole lot easier to defend because you've got a nice little choke point here. Oh, that Diana just got caught. She got stunned by the Taric, followed by a pop-up from the Cho, and she went down. Lulu's trying to get out of this. She does use her slow on that Nunu, though, so Nunu's probably not going to catch up to her. Caitlyn's getting out of this pretty handily, no problem at all. The Zed is actually caught out of position. He just went in on that Twitch, I believe. Yeah, he did go in on the Twitch. Now he got caught full in that Nunu ult, so he's getting pretty low there. He did use his ability to get out of that to some extent, but he did just get caught up by that Cho pop-up. So he's going to go down as well. Now the Lulu's trying to escape. There was an ulti from the Yi, so he's going to go ahead and catch up to her. He doesn't care about her slow. So he's going in on her. He does have red buff. Not doing all that much damage with his attacks, but he's doing a lot of damage with his Q. Now Caitlyn, unfortunately, just came over here. She just got caught up by the Cho pop-up, so he's going in on her. He does dodge that. He's going to pop her up again. He's going in pretty hard on her. Nobody coming to help him, but I think he could probably do this on his own. She does use her net to get away, and she does dodge that pop-up, so she actually might get out of this without a problem. He's going to try to go in on her still. There's the pop-up again. It does miss again. She's slightly too far ahead. By the way, Nunu just died. I'll take a look at that in a moment. So yeah, Cho is going to fall back. Just going to take a look at the Nunu death here. Tried not to go too far back. There's all that little chasing there. York actually got really low. He was ignited. That's where Yi almost took him down, but it was not able to take him down because he had to Q to a minion instead of queuing to York because York was not quite close enough. But the Nunu just got caught out there, and she just bursted him down like crazy. He was entirely too low to have stuck around, considering the amount of damage she does. She's just ripping through everything right now. She's a very scary champion. Yi's going in on this blue. He does not know that the purple team is coming. Oh, actually, he does know that the purple team is coming. So he's going to go ahead and fall back. His blue buff is going to go to Diana, so that sucks for him. He's now being in this bush, which is incredibly dangerous, and if they checked that bush, he probably would have died. But fortunately for him, they figured he wouldn't be crazy enough to do that, so they didn't even check. So he escaped with no problem, and now they are going back as well. There is a purple ping on the dragon. They're wanting to go get that global gold. Always a good idea. Blue team really has no wards whatsoever out on the map. So hopefully this Taric is going to be able to ward up a bit so that they could see things like this happening. There's more gold for the purple team. They know this is gone. I mean, they saw Diana come. So I'm not sure why they decided to go for that. They are going for Yorick, though. So Yorick is in minor amounts of trouble. I'm not sure what Taric is doing. Taric's just kind of chilling. Yorick's going in on the Taric. Taric probably is going to stun him soon, I hope. Taric? No, he's going to attack those guys instead. But Yorick is still trapped a little out of position, but he's actually kiting them towards his team. So this could end up being a turn. No. Okay. I really don't know what was going on with the Taric there. He was just kind of chilling there, and he didn't stun. He didn't do anything. Ooh. Diana killed that tower, but she is... Actually, it's a 4 versus 5. No, it's a 4 versus 4 because yet again Taric is just chill. Oh, okay, he DC'd. That's what happened. They did take down the Diana, and Yorick took down the Twitch. Zed just took down another turret. Now Nunu just went down to the Diana Ghost, who just died. Caitlyn took down that inhibitor, and unfortunately for the blue team, 2 of their members just died. 1 went DC, and they only got 1 kill for it. Cho's able to tank a lot of damage here, but it's still just 1 person versus that many. Yi does have his home guard enchant boots, though, so he's going to go ahead and come on up here, push Yorick off of this tower, try to save it at least. He really can't save anything else. Well, it's already gone. So yeah, he's definitely not going to be able to save anything else. Oh, she just got caught in pop-up again. But fortunately for her, she's got backup, so she's not going to have a problem. But Yorick is not going to be able to push this tower, so they're able to save 1 of the towers, and now Taric is back, which is great. I really hate seeing games go to a DC. It really just ruins it, you know? When the game starts out pretty decently, and then all of a sudden somebody DCs, and that's just the end of it. By the way, if you take a look at the gold here, purple team is ahead by 6k, even though the blue team has more kills. So, all of this is, of course, because of the fact that the towers are here, but for some reason, I've noticed a lot of times in solo queue, I don't know if it's just the fact that I'm in silver or what, but people tend to only look at the kills. They don't care about the towers. They just see, oh my gosh, we're behind in kills, we should surrender. And a lot of times that's what happens. Ooh, Diana is going in on that Yi, but unfortunately for her, the enemy team is there. She did just kill, almost kill the Yi. Yi is going to escape. He did use his Q to her, so she does go down to the Cho'Gath. And now Lulu, who came to help, is caught out. She did just get popped up. She goes down to the Twitch. Yi is now healing himself back up. He is back to full. Very nice ability on his part. I really, really do enjoy that, just being able to just heal yourself to full. I've really only used AP Yi in ARAM, so I don't know it all that well, but it's still a nice ability to have, especially in ARAM, actually, just because of the fact that being able to heal yourself to full like that in ARAM is just amazing. Oh, no. Taric went AFK again, or he DC'd again. I don't know which. But blue team is now in a world of trouble. They did just get caught out there again. Nunu just went down to Zed. The Yi's going in. He did get the Caitlyn there. He's going to go ahead and W on that trap since he was stuck anyway. Zed is being attacked by the Cho'Gath and the Yi. Yi actually just did a lot of damage to him. I think Zed's going to go down. Zed does go down. Now the Yi actually used his W, which just came off a cooldown because of that kill, to go ahead and heal up. And now he was able to take down that Yorick. Yorick is trying to get him now, but Yi is going to escape because of that Cho'Gath pop-up. So that was very nice use of cooldowns and resets. That ulti is very nice. It does make it so it resets the cooldowns. He did just go ahead and ulti again. He knows he's not going to be able to escape if he doesn't. Oh, nice. Nice Q there. So she did reveal Twitch. Yi, as I said, does actually escape this. He's now back up to full health because of his home guards. Those are very nice. Ooh, Diana just got caught by that Twitch slow. So she's taking quite a bit of damage. She's going to go in on Twitch, try to take him down before she dies. She does go ahead and use Zhonya's to go ahead and get her cooldowns back. But unfortunately for her, Cho'Gath timed it perfectly, so as soon as Zhonya's wore off, she got punted up in the air. So she did not get to use her abilities before dying. Very nice move by the Cho'Gath, but they do have to defend their base still, because the purple team does have these 2 inhibitors dead for the blue team, and yet again, the blue team, oh, they do have this ward. So they know that the purple team is coming towards this Baron again. They know that the purple team wants this. They're going to go ahead and get this blue first, maybe? I'm not sure. No. Nunu's going to come, see that they're there. Cho'Gath's coming as well. Yi's coming. Twitch is actually staying back to defend, which is okay because it's well, actually, I don't know. It's 4 versus 5. And they are going in on this Baron. They actually may end up getting it soon. Cho'Gath did flash in to try to go ahead and eat it, but he did not manage it. Nunu used his ulti to do a little bit of damage, but had to flash out of the wall before he... over the wall, not out of the wall, before he could really even do anything. So he did escape that, but he didn't do much damage at all with his ulti, and now he did not escape that. I lied, because that Caitlyn ulti was able to take him down. So very nice move on the Caitlyn's part, and very not nice move for the blue team. Again, a large part of that was because Taric is DC'd. Otherwise, it would have been a 5 versus 4, and things might have gone way different. It really stinks seeing a game just go down to a DC like this. That is going to end up losing the game for them because the purple team can push this with no problem. I think had Taric not DC'd, he actually might have been able to turn that tide of that battle. And now he comes back just in time to see the Nexus explode. That always sucks. Okay, so other than that, it was a mostly good game. They stayed pretty close for a long time. The purple team was getting the upper hand even before Taric DC'd the first time. So honestly, I think the purple team would have ended up winning anyway. But still, it'd be nice to not have the DC anyway. So let's go ahead and take a look at the items here. We've got Yorick with 206 CS versus Cho'Gath with 182. It's 154 to 727. Cho'Gath actually did a lot better in the kills and assists there. Yorick has Spirit of the Elder Lizard. He's got a Mura mana, Lock of the Iron Solari, Mercury Strikes with a Furor Enchant, Chain Vest, and a Sapphire Crystal versus Cho'Gath with Frozen Heart, Abyssal Scepter, Lock of the Iron Solari, Mercury Strikes with the Home Guard Enchant, and a Philosopher's Stone. Diana's got 162 CS to Master Yi's 242, which is huge. He's 13.48 to her 9.10.7, also a huge difference. But even with that, she was still doing a lot of damage, and he wasn't quite doing as much. He's more of a poke. She's a burst. So she has a Rabadon's Death Cap, Zonya's Hourglass, Nashor's Tooth, Sorcerer's Shoes, Blasting Wand, and a Negatron Cloak, whereas he has Rabadon's, Zonya's, Lich Bane, Sorcerer's Shoes with the Home Guard Enchant, Blasting Wand, and a Doran's. Caitlyn's got 177 CS versus Twitch's 210, so far, except for these two, blue team has been ahead on CS. She is 656 to 6710, so again, there's a huge gold boost for him. He's got much more gold than her. She has a Bloodthirster, Phantom Dancer, Last Whisper, Berserker's Greaves, Ruby Crystal, and a Doran's. He's got Bloodthirster, Phantom Dancer, Last Whisper, Berserker's Greaves, Pickaxe, and a Doran's Blade. So the only difference here is he has a Pickaxe instead of a Ruby Crystal, which actually is a decent amount of damage compared to health. The Lulu has 15 CS to Taric's 9. She has 14 assists, 2 kills, and 5 deaths versus his 2 kills, 5 deaths, and 8 assists. So she is a bit ahead of him in gold. She's got a Shirelia's, Lock of the Iron Solari, Sightstone, not the Ruby Sightstone, Null Magic Mantle, and a Boots of Speed. And Taric has Lock of the Iron Solari, Ninja Tabby, Sightstone, and a Philosopher's Stone. I always find this interesting. It looks like in the upper elo, you don't see them going for the second gold per 10, which is something I do go for because I buy all the wards, but maybe I'll think about doing this instead, so I can still have that slot open and I won't need the gold per 10. It's something to think about for the future. Wow, that right there, that is a huge difference. I'm not sure how Nunu is this far behind in CS, but he is 45 CS to 200 CS from Zed. Zed is 747, he is 1715. Zed's got a Blade of the Ruined King, Spirit of the Elder Lizard, Last Whisper, Ninja Tabby with the Home Guard Enchant, and a Brutalizer versus Aegis of the Legion, Lock of the Iron Solari, Moods of Mobility with the Home Guard Enchant, Philosopher's Stone, Null Magic Mantle, and a Sight Ward. So there we go. That is the end of this game. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I shall see you guys next time. Have a good night. Bye.